Taylor Show.
To go to another level, you must try to learn and hear something new. So make the change today. So don't procrastinate and see your business grow and change. So check out Drastic. So yeah, with Toni Harris Taylor. Toni Harris Taylor. Drastic. So oh yeah, Toni Harris Taylor. Yeah.
Welcome to the Drastic Results with Toni Harris Taylor Show. I am Toni Harris Taylor, your proud host and CEO and founder of the Drastic Results Marketing and Sales Coaching, where I help entrepreneurs like you get known, get connected, to get paid, to make six figures and beyond. I'm also a award-winning, see over there, multi-unit franchise owner with Network in Action, global partners, where me and my leaders bring business owners together to build relationships that last a lifetime. Today, our theme is all about staying connected to your audience through copy. What do I mean by copy? I mean copywriting. Our guest is McAuley Lopez out of Charlotte, North Carolina. And we're going to have a conversation about why copywriting is important. What's this AI thing we keep hearing about? And so we're going to talk about that. But let me tell you from a business coach's perspective why copy is important. You know, and you may have heard me say this before, but only 3% of the people you network with, the 3% of the people you meet are ready for what you do when they meet you. 3%. What are you going to do with the other 97%? How are you going to stay connected to them so that you're in front of them when they're ready for what you have? You know, I have a client and she sells health insurance, and she spent a lot of time working with building a relationship with a organization, you know, and I say a lot of time, but I think she had a prospecting call. She did a presentation, and when she followed up months later, she found out that they had went with another provider. And I asked her, what was your strategy to stay connected to them while they were in that decision-making process? She said they knew what I did. They would just call. I thought they would call me when they were ready. How many times do we lose sales because we're not in people's inboxes? We're not on their social media intentionally. And so today, that's what we're going to talk about. How do you stay in front of those prospects when they're not ready? And having excellent sales and marketing copy is how you do it. So when we come back, you will meet my friend McAuley Lopez. We'll be right back.
International speaker, marketing and sales coach, owner of Network in Action franchise, TV talk show host. I help entrepreneurs get known, get connected, get paid to make six figures and beyond. This is Toni Harris Taylor.
She got me really motivated.
I learned something that I could immediately put to use.
Register today to get the connections you
76% of warm referrals actually close. Are you getting all the referrals that you want? My name is Toni Harris Taylor, and I am the community builder with Network in Action Northeast Houston. I bring business owners together to help them to build relationships to bring each other more leads. If you're interested in getting more leads for your business, contact me at NIA-Northeast-Houston.com.
Awesome. My friend McAuley Lopez from Charlotte, North Carolina, your agency content writer. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having me, Toni. It's great to see you.
It's great to see you as well. And I appreciate you taking time to educate us about copy. Did you hear what I had to say up front?
I did. I think I say this all the time. I think small business owners, especially, we lose business because we don't have follow up. We don't have a system in place, and with everything that's automated with emails and uh, follow up software, that what do they call it, CRM, and virtual assistants, and all the whole package put together, we're really missing out on a lot of business.
Yeah. And so the fortune won and lost in the follow up. And so it's a sad story I told about my friend, but she figured it out. And so she is now staying more connected to her prospects. But I want to hear about you. Tell me, Ann, how did you even start in this content business?
um, I like to say that folks should do as I say, not as I did. I was laid off from corporate America in 2010, which was the Great Recession, I think they called it, the housing crisis, the bubble burst, all of it. I was living in Arizona at the time, and there were no jobs. I went to a networking meeting for folks who were out of work, and they were talking about this thing called branding and rebranding, and what are your skills and how can you convert your skills to a business or to a different type of job. There was a speaker that came. She actually came twice, and long story short, she became my first client. She had a marketing assistant position posted. The founder of this organization looked at me and said, I already told her that the job is yours. She's hiring you. You just need to go talk to her, which was a small miracle in and of itself. I didn't know anything really about networking. I just knew that I was going to this group. I was volunteering and blogging for them. So I was doing some writing. And when I looked at my resume, it wasn't really anything I wanted to still do. It didn't feed my soul, but writing did. So she taught me the ropes of social media, which was in its infancy back then, and blogging. And that's where it started. I've met subsequent clients. But that's really where it was. I remember being a kid and they would say, do you want to do this big artistic project or do you want to write an essay? And I always ask any of my friends, I always pick the essay because I can do it faster and better than an artsy, glittery project.
And do I remember correctly? You have a book about your health journey, right?
I do. Thank you so much for bringing that up. I do. I have a condition called chronic myeloid leukemia. My book is called We Don't Get to Ring the Bell. And that name comes from the fact that CML patients, we take a daily chemo pill to keep our leukemia in check. We never, hardly ever go through regular traditional chemo, where you're kind of hooked up and all that, not radiation. It doesn't work for our kind of cancer. So we never get that end where we ring the bell and they say you're all clear. I'm happy to say I am in remission. If there was a bell that we could ring, I would ring it. But that's the story. It's kind of an autobiography, and it answers a lot of questions that I see patients ask on social media. And I said, man, I keep seeing these questions over and over. Let's write a book about it. So I did. It was released in December of 21. And it's gotten great reviews, and people tell me privately it's really helped them on their journey. And beautiful. Folks who don't even have CML have liked it. I think as I was writing it, it was really when I started thinking about, how do I balance writing this book, my business of writing, and my personal life? It's not even a balance, it's a juggle, really. And I decided, I said, I don't have all the energy in the world. So what do we do? And I would say if I was going to add to the book, that would probably be something I would talk about a little bit more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I wanted you to get that book out there because it's an important message. So listen, I got to talk about this because this is the hot topic of the day. All this AI intelligence copywriting.
Yes.
So I feel like, do we even need a human copywriter anymore? Because I've seen it and it's good stuff. So tell me where you are with AI versus human And do people still need your service?
Yes and yes. So this is the second time in 2 weeks I've been asked about AI, Chat GPT. So it is definitely a hot topic. I don't think it's going to put writers out of business. I think what it will do is it will enhance what we can do, enhance our efficiency and what we can deliver to folks. I did a little experiment with AI with a very specific client who said, here's your keywords. Here's a link that you need to use in your article. Go write about anything and just use that keyword a couple of times. Okay. We weren't telling a story or doing a testimonial or a case study or anything that's more personal, more branded to the business. It's really just for SEO. So it worked really, really well. The first time it was more user error where I didn't put in, I was learning along with the AI, right? Along with the artificial intelligence. The second time I did it, I was more intentional and more specific with what I added. And I was able on the platform I was using to add a link. So I added links to content I had written. So if anyone was plagiarized, it was just me on the client's, with the same content I had written for the same client. When it came out, it was bland. So I branded it for the client, mentioned their name, put the links in, make sure we have the keywords, the right number of times. We do that beautiful call to action at the end, but that kind of meat in it was really beautiful. And it pulled because of the links I had put in. I learned and put the right links in, and the AI learned. And it was really nice. Like the chunk in the middle was, 5 tips about XYZ. And it worked really well. I've always been nervous about AI in plagiarism. So I know we still need that human touch. We still need some storytelling. We still need some branding.
Sure.
I ran it through a proofread, a checker, and it was all original. So it's not out there anywhere on the internet. So I was like, I took a deep breath. Woo. Because that's what I was worried about.
Right.
I think too, like when we talk about like emails, even if we're emailing, it's not out there on the web.
Sure.
We still want to make it personal for our brand, right? Even if you and I are both talking about networking and why should we be networking, or even drastic results, which I would definitely not steal from you, but I might borrow the phrase and give you credit. I don't think our articles would even come out the same.
No, I agree. So what I hear you saying is AI, if you put the right message in, you get a nice meal out, if you will, but you still need Anne to season it with your flavor. But here's the truth. I really don't even have time to think about the keywords, put the message in, and so if you absolutely just don't have time to even think about it, that's why you need a content copywriter who can interview you, hear what you need, and then help you to spit it out whatever way she can. Because really, as business people, we are salespeople. We need to be out there having sales conversations. Everything else we need to leave to the professional. Would you agree?
Yes, I do agree. I think I can't tell you the number of times I've written, hire this person, whether it's me or I'm writing for a client, so you can focus on your core business. That's what I call it. My core business is creating content. Yours is networking and building communities. We can't all be hunkered down in an office like I am right now.
Right. Absolutely.
We want that connection. Yes.
Well, thank you for that. When we come back after this commercial, we are going to talk about networking and how networking has played a part in your business. We'll be right back with Anne McAuley Lopez. Wow, I'm excited about my own tour. We are doing is actually 9 cities, but it's going to be bananas. So I'm actually coming to your town, Charlotte.
I'm so excited to show you around. Congratulations on the Drastic tour.
Yay! So my question to you is, speaking of networking and the tour, how has networking helped your business?
Oh my gosh. Like I was saying in the beginning, I didn't know any business people. I didn't know how to network. I've done some things along the way. I joined Toastmasters to learn how to just present my commercial even. I was terrified to speak. They said, you have a commercial, and you're like, oh, freeze up. Most recently, during COVID, business slowed down, and I wanted to learn more about search engine optimization. I wanted to learn what did I know versus what should I know, what could I know, what could be helpful for my clients. And I networked my way through and found a wonderful SEO coach. And through that group, I actually met my business coaches. And I will say, and I know you do business coaching, Toni, if it's a good fit, like find the coach that's going to fit you and your business and what, work at your speed or push you where you want to be pushed and step out of that comfort zone. I wrote a blog post and said my business grew 40%. I then met the next week with my accountant who informed me that my business grew 70%, 70. Thank you. Thank you. Simply working with business coaches. And I'll tell you what it is. It's doing, and you can probably attest to this as well as a coach yourself and working with business owners too, Toni. It's those little steps you take. Like you have this big goal, this drastic goal, this huge project.
Yeah.
My husband says to me, he's like, what are you stressed out about? You've got to eat the elephant one bite at a time.
And sometimes the small bites are drastic because it gets you in motion. That's what drastic is about, by the way. It's not just jumping off the cliff. Sometimes we do, but it really is setting your alarm to be intentional. It's putting an hour a day on your calendar to prospect. Those are drastic steps. It's outside your comfort zone. But what I heard you say is business coaches have been excellent joint venture partners for your business. And so I love that. And you sponsored VNC last year, and I'm so grateful for that. And we will continue, and I will continue to send you prospects. So thank you for that. So my second question is, besides starting your business, which was drastic, what's the biggest drastic step you've taken in business?
For me, it was letting go of some of the tasks that I've wanted to hold on to. I think as women business owners in particular, perhaps, we like to have the control. We like to control our marketing. We like to control our content. We like to control all the background, the social scheduling. What my coaches told me to do, and probably they would attest to this, the thing that I wanted to hold on to was all the administrative. I made a list. They said, keep making that list. They stayed with me where I was. And by the time we got to the end, I had a VA that I got from Upwork, a virtual assistant. I met a virtual assistant at your conference. I met somebody else here in Charlotte, and they each have pieces that they specialize in, whether it's creating videos, helping with podcasts, creating PowerPoints. Like I did not grow up in the era where I need PowerPoints. So I do not know how, nor do I want to learn how to make them. So they've created them for me for my speaking topics, things like that we just let go. So we have more time to work on the core business, to do that prospecting for that hour a day, 20 minutes a day, whatever it is we give ourselves on our schedules. And I think that to me was drastic because I never wanted to let go.
Awesome. Well, Anne, tell everybody how they can get in touch with you, and it's scrolling across the bottom.
Oh, thank you so much. You can find me at agencycontentwriter.com, ANNE at agencycontentwriter.com. There's a scheduler on that website. I'm on LinkedIn and I'm on Instagram.
Yay. Well, and we met virtually. We've never met in person, but we had an instant connection. And I'm just grateful that you said yes to being a sponsor of the Viral Networking Conference and that you keep showing up. I asked you, can you please help me with the Charlotte tour? Yes. Okay. So, and let me tell you, yes, we have to choose our yeses, but you definitely want to be in the room where things are happening. So thank you so much, Anne. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Toni. I appreciate you as well. I appreciate being on as a guest. Thank you so much.
Any final
I'll see you in Charlotte.
Yes, absolutely. Contact Anne to get your help with your content. We'll be right back after this message.
Are you a busy business owner that feels invisible and you are not making the money you deserve? My name is Toni Harris Taylor with Drastic Results Coaching. I'm a leading marketing and sales coach who teaches service-based entrepreneurs how to magnetically attract their ideal clients to make more money now. If you are ready to get drastic results in your business, contact Toni at 713-387-9273. Remember, take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow.
All right. Wasn't that fabulous meeting Anne? She is so smart when it comes to content writing, and it's exciting to see her living her passion. So check her out, contact her if you want help getting that content done. Don't leave business on the table because you're not staying in front of your ideal clients. Speaking of leaving business on the table, I want to share with you and invite you to the Is Your Networking Not Working webinar coming up on February 23rd, Thursday, February 23rd at 12 p.m. Central Time. I am inviting you to join me if you are a little bit frustrated with your networking. You keep showing up, passing out a bunch of business cards, and nothing is happening. I'm sick of that for you. So come to this free online training webinar and you will learn how to turn those contacts into contracts. So go to isyournetworkingnotworking.com and sign up for the free Is Your Networking Not Working online training. After you register, you will be offered the opportunity to sign up for VIP. With VIP, you will be able to get a goodie box after the training, including my brand new Drastic Results Planner that helps you track all your networking, your speaking, and your all of your marketing, your email marketing, which we're talking about today. So register today at Is Your Networking Not Working? All right, I'm doing my own producing today. I think I did pretty well. So I want to thank all of you for watching. Remember, sharing is caring. So please share me, share this video, show up wherever I am, show up so I can help you to make the connections you need to succeed. This is Toni Harris Taylor saying take a drastic step today for a fantastic tomorrow. Have a great week. Bye.